A man simply bought a cup of tea. He had no idea that with that tea, the Ebola virus would enter his life. Once perfectly healthy, he became a stage for death in just moments. A giant once protected an entire kingdom, but a selfish king turned him into nothing more than a mirror for his own reflection. Eventually, nature took its revenge, and the king realized true strength lies in asking for forgiveness. And a little girl once lost her grandmother because of a mistake. Now she's been given a second chance to save her, and in the final moment, she shattered her game console just to protect her grandmother. Are you ready for these 3 unforgettable stories? This man bought a bat teeth, but he didn't know that it was infected with the Ebola virus. When he touched his eyes, he became seriously ill. As soon as he reached home, he lay down on the bed, but shortly after, he started vomiting blood. His body became as hot as fire. His wife immediately sent their daughter to call a doctor. The daughter ran and brought the doctor. As soon as the doctor arrived, she saw that the old man had already died. The doctor immediately warned everyone not to touch him and informed them about the Ebola virus. Then everyone washed their hands with soap, and a special medical team disinfected the entire room. They also carefully sprayed disinfectant on the old man's body and burned all his belongings. After that, the old man's funeral was performed. But a few days later, his wife also got infected. Fortunately, she was admitted to an Ebola treatment center in time, and luckily, she recovered within a few days. This giant used to help everyone. Tasks that took humans months to complete, he could finish in mere moments. But an arrogant king exploited the giant's power. He made the giant fetch water from the pond just so he could admire his own reflection. Then, when the giant planted trees, the king ordered his soldiers to cut them down. Seeing this, the giant tried to stop them, but the king attacked him with arrows. Witnessing the king's cruelty, the giant had no choice but to leave the kingdom. As time passed, the reckless destruction of trees led to a devastating drought across the land. With no food or water, people started abandoning the kingdom. The king tried to stop them, but no one stayed. One day, he noticed traces of the giant and set out to find him. After years of searching, the king finally saw the giant planting trees once again. Holding up his crown, he confessed everything. Hearing this, the giant returned to the kingdom. Seeing the drought, the two of them began planting trees together once more. Did the giant do the right thing or the wrong thing? This grandmother had food stuck in her throat, but her granddaughter was busy playing a game. By the time she noticed, it was too late, as her grandmother had already died from choking, and her soul was leaving her body. The granddaughter tried to bring the soul back into the body, but she herself was soon taken to heaven with the soul. When the goddess of death saw the girl's mistake, she pulled her ear, but the girl begged for another chance, and the goddess granted it. This time, the girl did everything she could to save her grandmother. She saved her from slipping on the fish, but on their way home, her attention got distracted by the game again. At that moment, the grandmother dropped her purse, and when she bent to pick it up, a fast-moving, spiked truck was heading straight towards them. But the girl threw a knife just in time, puncturing the truck's tire. However, the truck crashed into a shop, and all the spiked fruits started flying in the air. The girl quickly used her ninja skills to protect her grandmother, but when the last fruit was coming towards them, her broom broke. In the final moments, the girl threw her game box and saved her grandmother. What did you think of the story? Let us know in the comments.